Hi yogis, and welcome back. I'm Sara Picken-Brown and you're here for a 60-minute yoga practice. In this session, I invite you to explore the theme of stillness, moving slower and more consciously through each of the postures, allowing the breath to work its way through the body. And when there is the opportunity of stillness, allowing yourself the comfort of engaging with that stillness and exploring it a little deeper. We tend to move very quickly through our day, and chaos tends to reign both in the mind and the body when we rush. So as we move into your child's pose, find the stillness. Notice what happens for you there. Namaste. We'll just allow the body to settle into the floor, allow the hips to open, the chest to drop, and just bring your awareness to the breath. Everything that's been going on this morning, or any plans that you've got with the work or family or anything like that, just allow that to be. You can come back to that after the practice, but right now it's just about being here on the mat with the breath. Taking the time for you to connect in with your body, allowing the mind to quiet, allowing the body to come to stillness. And the stillness is so important as a contrast to the action, which can sometimes get a little chaotic. We take a deep inhale and a deep exhale and let it go. Inhale and exhale, let it go. Beautiful. On the next inhale, we'll start to move through to your tabletop. Knees come under hips, hands come under shoulders. And tucking the toes under, we'll just press back into the toes. And then as we draw the belly in, we'll just wave through as we bring the spine lengthening, the shoulders come over the forward part of the wrists. And then we'll slide the sit bones back. Taking an inhale, draw the belly in, dome the top of the back, tuck the chin in, press the hips forward, lengthen the spine forward, shoulders past the wrists, and then we'll shift the sit bones back. Let's do that a couple more times. So we inhale, press through, exhale, shift back, belly in. One more, we inhale, lengthen the wrists forward, shoulders forward, and then press the sit bones back. Beautiful. Keeping the knees bent, we'll start to now press into the heel of the hands and just lift the knees and sit bones up off the floor high, and then maybe begin to press the heels down into the floor as we lengthen the heels towards the floor. Just a slight walking of the heels out. Because the knees are bent quite considerably, you won't be able to get those heels down, but that's okay. This is more about taking the pressure off the lower back and just working through the ankle joint. Just stepping one after the other until we come to find neutral and stillness. Press the chest towards the long bones of the thighs. We'll then start to lift the sit bones high a little as we lengthen the heels towards the floor as much as you can. Draw the shoulders away from the ears. Press down into the index finger and the thumb of the hands. Inhale. And as we exhale, start to tuck the chin in, tuck the tailbone under, and we roll through the spine in your high plank. We then bend the knees 3 inches off the floor, shift the sit bones back over the heels, then lift the sit bones high, knees stay bent. We'll do that 3 more times. So we inhale, roll through the spine, lengthen into the high plank. Bend the knees, shift the sit bones back. Lift the sit bones high, downward dog. 2 more. We tuck the tailbone under, chin tucks in, belly draws in. We dome the top of the back. Lengthen the spine into your high plank. Bend the knees 3 inches off the floor, shifting the sit bones back over the heels. We have one more as we lift the sit bones high. You're perhaps high on those little tippy toes. As we dome the top of the back, roll through the spine in a wave. And on this last one, we lower the knees down to the floor. Taking an inhale, we lengthen the right arm forward, left leg back, toes are flexed. Bend the knee into a 90-degree position. We circle the right arm over, capture the ankle or the toe, and press into the hand with the foot. Draw the belly in as we stretch through the right shoulder. Inhale and exhale. One more, we inhale. As we exhale, release the ankle or the foot. Lengthen the arm forward, shoulders draw away from the ears. We lengthen the back leg. And then we come down to the floor into your neutral spine. Change sides. We lengthen right leg, left arm. Toes are flexed in that right leg back towards the shin bone. Bend the knee into a 90-degree angle. Circle the left arm over and back. Perhaps capture the front of the ankle or the toe. You may wish to stretch your ankle, point the toe. As we take an inhale, lift the thigh as you push back into the hand. Belly draws in. We push into the right palm on the floor. Inhale and exhale for 3, for 2, and last one. Continue to draw that belly in, release the foot, circle the arm back so that it's parallel by the ear to point towards the top of the mat. Extend your back leg and then bring everything down to neutral, tucking the toes under. We take a deep inhale, lift the sit bones high, coming into your downward dog. Perhaps taking those feet a little wider than you normally would today. Pressing the chest towards the long bone of the thighs. Inhale and exhale. We inhale. Exhale. On your next inhale, we draw the right foot, knee comes towards the right elbow. Hold here as we take a deep inhale. And an exhale, let's step the foot to the outside of the right hand. Lower the back knee down onto the floor and we'll come down onto the forearms as we come into your lizard. Really opening up through that knee and perhaps rolling onto the blade edge of your foot. We take a deep inhale. And squeezing the glutes, we exhale. Doming the top of the back, push down into the elbows so the front of the body is active. Inhale. And as we exhale, begin to yawn the right arm open as we open through the top of the back. Exhale. Looking up, shoulders draw away from the ears. Keep squeezing the glutes firmly. We inhale. And as we exhale, place the forearm down onto the floor. We then come back up onto the hands, step the right leg back into a wide high plank. Taking a deep inhale, dome the top of the back. We draw the left knee into the left elbow, just above the elbow on the tricep. Hold here, we inhale. As we exhale, step that foot beside the left hand. Lower the back knee down on the floor. We come down into lizard second side. Turn the toes on a 45-degree angle across the edge of the mat and maybe rolling onto the blade edge of that back foot. Continue your inhales and exhales as we squeeze the glutes. Dome the top of the back, belly's drawing in. And exhale. We inhale. And exhale. One more inhale. Place the right palm down onto the floor and push down into the floor with the hand and the forearm and the elbow. We then yawn, the left arm open, lengthening the chest forward to the front of the mat and looking up to the top hand. Shoulders drawing away from the ears. We're continuing to knit the lower rib cage at the front of the body together. Inhale. Exhale. Keep squeezing those glutes. We inhale one more. As we exhale, lower the forearm back down to the floor. Bring the hands then underneath the shoulders. Tuck the back toe under. We step back into a high, wide plank. Lower the knees to the floor. We lower the chest and the chin to the floor in a baby chaturanga. Lower the belly down, untuck the toes. We press down firmly into the heel of the hands as we lift the heart, lift the chest, and then lower the body down to the floor. Taking the arms wide to the top corners of the mat, we inhale, lift the legs. We then lift the arms in a little bow pose, little arc. We inhale and exhale. One more, we inhale. And as we exhale, bringing the hands down to the armpits, lower the legs down. We tuck the toes under, press through your high plank, and then lift the sit bones high, downward dog, bringing the feet in alignment with the sit bones and the toes pointing towards the front of the mat. Inhale and exhale. We inhale, exhale. On your next inhale, we lift the heels. Bend the knees, begin to walk left foot forward and tuck the tailbone under, rolling up through the spine. We come all the way to standing in your Tadasana mountain pose. Hands spread, palms forward, fingers wide, glutes engage. Engage the arches of the feet as they lift up off the floor. Feel the inside seam of the legs engage as the body weight transfers slightly forward over the balls of the feet. The tailbone is lengthening, the pubic bone is zipping up the front of the body. The chin is parallel to the floor and the base of the skull is lengthening towards the sky. So there's a slight pulling back and up of the back of the ears and the base of the skull. We inhale, broaden the rib cage, exhale. Beautiful, we inhale. And as we exhale, reach the right arm up to the sky by the right ear. Lengthen the left fingertips down the side of the body as we take a side bend, reaching right arm up, left arm low. And side bend over to the left edge of the mat. We then come back through center. Take the right arm down, change sides. Left arm reaches tall, right arm reaches long. We take a side bend of the torso and the shoulders over to the right side of the mat. Anchor the left foot down, reach the left arm up as the right fingertips reach to the floor. And we exhale, come back to standing, left arm Tadasana. We inhale, reach both arms forward, prayer above the crown of the head. Slight bend in the knees as we exhale, hinge at the hips, fingertips trace to the floor. Halfway lift, flat back, belly draws in, shoulders away from the ears. We exhale, plant. Step your left leg back in a long runner's lunge. Stretching the back knee and the sit bones tall, we anchor your left foot down 45 degrees. Reach the fingers to the sky, warrior one. We exhale, interlace the fingers behind the back. Keep squeezing the right knee to the right edge of the mat. Lift the heart, lift the chest as we fold forward, humble warrior. Exhale, reaching the arms over the crown of the head and the right shoulder on the inside of the right knee. Inhale and exhale. 2 more breaths, squeezy glutes. Inhale. Exhale. One more. We inhale. As we exhale, release the fingers, bowling ball the arms back up to warrior one. We exhale, open the arms and the back foot lining to the back of the mat, warrior two. 3 deep breaths here. Tucking the tailbone under, back leg is straight and strong, front knee is spread to the right edge of the mat. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. One more. We inhale. As we exhale, sweep the left arm forward, turning the back heel on top. We come to crescent lunge. Taking a deep inhale, slightly tuck the tailbone under. If you need to bend the back knee a little, please do so as we lengthen the chest up to the sky. We exhale, frame the front foot, step the right leg back into high plank, lower the knees to the floor, lower the chest and the chin to the floor, baby chaturanga. Scoop through into your up dog. Exhale, roll over the toes as we press through high plank to downward dog. Deep inhale and exhale. Inhale, exhale. One more. We inhale. As we exhale, lift the heels. Step the right foot forward now and the left to meet it. And a halfway lift, flat back. And we exhale. Roll up through the spine, circle the arms to the outer edge of the mat and above the crown of the head. We exhale, forward fold, hinging at the hips. In lift, flat back. We exhale, plant the hands now the right into your long runner's lunge. Lengthen the spine, squeeze the glutes firmly. We then lift the sit bones as we anchor the back heel down 45 degrees. Reach the fingers to the sky for your warrior one. Inhaling and to lace the fingers behind the back. Squeeze the heel of the hands together as we lift the heart, lift the chest, engage the back thigh. Exhale, forward fold, humble warrior. Arms reach overhead. We squeeze the glutes firmly, pulling the right hip forward, left hip back. Inhale. Allow the head to release. Exhale. We inhale. Exhale. One more as we inhale. And exhaling, release the fingers, bowling ball the arms back up to the sky, warrior one. We then exhale, open the arms, warrior two. Shoulders are down, arms press down as belly draws in and we lengthen the tailbone towards the right edge of the mat. Back pinky toes are plugging into the floor on the back foot, the inner thigh is straight and strong. We sink deeply into the front thigh. Inhale for 2. Exhale. Inhale for 1. Exhale. As we inhale, sweep your right arm down to the floor and gather the left arm as we reach them to the sky. Crescent lunge. The back heel turns on top as the hips square aligned to the front of the mat. Option to bend your back knee slightly as we tuck the tailbone under. And then if you choose, keeping your hips where they are, we can begin to stretch the back thigh. Inhale. Frame the front foot. Step the left leg back into your high plank. Lower the knees to the floor or full chaturanga dandasana. Scoop through into your up dog. We roll over the toes. Exhale. Downward dog. Inhaling. Exhale. We inhale. Exhale, spreading the toes wide, lifting the sit bones, lengthening the crease at the gluteal fold, and into the hamstrings, all the back line of the back of the legs and the back body. Inhale. And exhaling, lift the heels, belly draws in. We bend the knees, either step or lightly jump to the front of the mat. Inhale, halfway lift. We exhale, forward fold. Circle the arms all the way up to the sky. Prayer above the crown of the head. We exhale, forward fold, hinging at the hips. Inhale, halfway lift. We exhale, plant the hands. Step the left leg back. Long runner's lunge. Lower the back heel down 45 degrees, warrior one. Inhale, interlace the arms behind the back. Lift the heart, lift the chest. Exhale, forward fold, humble warrior. Inhale. Exhale, release the fingers, warrior one. Inhale, warrior two. Exhale, sink low. Inhale, reach the arms through crescent lunge. Lift the heart, lift the chest, lift the back thigh away from the floor. We exhale, frame the front foot. Step the right leg back, high plank, lower chaturanga dandasana. Scoop into your up dog, squeeze your glutes. Thighs off the floor, belly off the floor, shoulders away from the ears. We exhale, roll over the toes, downward dog. Inhale, lift the heels. Exhale, bend the knees, either step or lightly jump to the front. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Circle the arms above the crown of the head in prayer. Exhale, forward fold, hinging at the hips. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant the hands. Long runner's lunge. Exhale, lower the back heel down 45 degrees. Reach the fingers to the sky, warrior one. Interlace the fingers behind the back. We squeeze the heel of the hands together, lift the heart, lift the chest. Exhale, forward fold, humble warrior. Inhale. Exhale, bowling ball the arms, warrior one. Open the arms, warrior two. We inhale, sink low in your warrior. Exhale, circle the arms, crescent lunge. Back leg is straight and strong. We lift the heart, lift the chest, belly in, shoulders down. We exhale, frame the front foot. Step the left leg back into high plank, lower chaturanga dandasana. Scoop through into your up dog. Exhale, roll over the toes, downward dog. 3 deep cleansing breaths. We inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. One more. We inhale. As we exhale, draw the right knee in through tiger pose. Nose comes to knee. Squeeze the heel towards the glute as much as you can. We then step that right foot between the hands. Lower the back knee down. Hands to heart, press center. We inhale, belly draws in. Lift the heart, lift the chest as we squeeze the shoulder blades at the back body. Exhale, align the spine 45 degrees forward. Twist your left elbow over the right knee and draw the heel of the hands towards your right hip. Option to lift the back knee off the floor if you choose, or you can keep it down. We inhale, continue to lift the skin of the belly off the thigh. Shoulders continue to draw away from the ears. There's space at the shoulders and the ears, the neck, the jaw is soft. We inhale and exhale. Find the stillness here. Inhaling. And as we exhale, come back to heart press center. Option to lift the back knee off the floor or continue to float that leg straight into warrior three, arms reach back. For 3. For 2. For 1, we gather the hands into prayer. Begin to open up through the right front of the hip as we bend the back knee in, flex the toes, bring that left knee to the front of the hip, and then cross the ankle over the right knee as we sink the sit bones low, figure 4 chair. We lift the heart, lift the chest, draw the heel of the prayer hands towards the navel. Shoulders draw away from the ears, and we're squeezing the shoulder blades together at the back body. Deep inhale. Exhale. One more deep breath. As we exhale, begin to stretch the right hip, opening it forward. We cross your left over the right as we sink low into eagle legs. Cross the left arm under right, eagle arms, Garudhanasana. Lift the elbows, lower the shoulders, belly draws in for 3. For 2. For 1. Complete the cycle of breath. Bring the hands to your heart, press center. We stand strong and firm into the ball of the right foot. Lift the left knee tall, flexi toes. Press the left leg back into warrior 3. We lower the back leg down, crescent lunge, fingers to sky. Frame the front foot. Step the right leg back into your high plank. Lower chaturanga, dandasana. Inhale. Continue, inhale, up dog. Exhale, roll over the toes, downward dog. Cleansing breath. And exhale. We inhale. And exhale. One more deep breath. And exhaling, we draw the left foot in through tiger pose. High on the right tippy toe, draw the nose to the knee and lift the sit bones high, dome the top of the back. Extend the shin bone forward in the space that you've created at the hips lifting. Lower the back knee. Hands come to heart prayer center. We inhale, draw the shoulders forward, back and down. Belly draws in as we lift the heart, lift the chest. Draw the heel of the hands towards the belly button. So they're pressing firmly together but drawing down. Feel that engagement through the core. We inhale, lengthen the spine. Squeezy glutes, twist. Right elbow over the left knee as we come into your twisted lunge. Again, heel of the hands draws down towards the right hip. Find the stillness. We inhale. Exhale. We inhale. And exhale. One more, we inhale. As we exhale, hands come back to heart press center, belly draws in, lift the back knee off the floor. As we float that back leg, warrior 3, arms reach back. We hold for 3. Exhale. For 2. Exhale. And for 1. As we exhale, gather yourself with the prayer hands, come to standing. Right knee comes to the front of the hips, toes are flexed. Squeeze the glutes as we cross, right ankle over left knee. Sink the sit bones low, figure 4 chair. Hands draw down towards the belly button. Squeeze the shoulder blades at the back body together. We inhale. Exhale. For 2. And still engaging that Ujjayi breath. for 1. As we exhale, come to standing with the left hip opening. We then slide the right thigh across the left as we sink low into Garudhanasana or eagle legs. Option to take a bind with the foot around the calf or lay the toes beside the outer edge of the left calf. We cross the right arm under left, eagle arms. Lift the elbows, lower the shoulders. Engage the abs. Belly button pulls through to the spine. For 3. For 2. For 1. We unbind the hands in prayer. Lengthen and open through the left hip as we bring the right knee high, flexi toes, press the right leg back into warrior 3. Find the full extension of the warrior back leg is straight and strong. Gently float the back leg down to the floor, reach the fingers to the sky for crescent lunge. We frame the front foot, step the left leg back into high plank. Lower Chaturanga Dandasana, scoop through into your up dog. Roll over the toes, lifting the fronts of the hips. Downward dog. We inhale. And exhale. Taking a deep inhale, we lift the heels. Begin to tuck the tailbone under, dome the top of the back as we wave through the spine. Roll onto the blade edge of the left foot, inside seam of the right. Lift the arm of the right side up to the sky. Come into your Vashisthasana side plank. Taking a deep inhale. Bring your left knee into a side tiger pose and hold on to the knee with the right hand. Lift the knee to the front of the chest. We hold here for 3, for 2, for 1. Release the right arm back up to the sky. Place the left foot behind the right. Lower the right hand down to the floor. Lower Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, up dog. We exhale, roll over the toes. Down dog. Beautiful. Cleansing breath. Exhale. We inhale. Lift the heels. Tuck the tailbone under, chin tucks in as we roll through the spine in a wave. Rolling onto the blade edge of the right foot, inside seam of the left. One foot tracks ahead of the other. We lift the left arm up. Inhale, lift the hips, lift the heart. Exhale, ground down through the left ball of the foot as we lift the right knee into side tiger pose. Hold on to the front of the right knee with the left hand. We inhale, hold here, lift the sit bones up. Exhale. We inhale. As we exhale, release the hand grip, place the right foot behind left, Vashisthasana side plank, lower left hand down to the floor, Chaturanga Dandasana, scoop into up dog. Bend the knees, press back into child's pose, and let everything go. Completely surrender to the stillness. Taking a deep breath in. We press the hands down into the floor, tuck the toes under, bring the knees underneath the hips. We then lower Chaturanga Dandasana. Lengthen the belly, extend the legs back down to the floor, and we'll take the forehead to the floor and the hands to a 90-degree position. Taking a deep inhale, we take the left cheek to the floor, the right hand to the armpit, Lift and lengthen the right leg up and over as we come into a little chest stretch. Beautiful. We then release. Come back down to the floor. Forehead releases. Arms to 90 degrees. Maybe give the hips a little wiggle. Beautiful. We then take the right cheek to the floor, left hand to the left armpit, lift the left leg up and over, taking a stretch through the right shoulder, front of the chest. Let everything go. Completely surrender to the floor. Surrender to the opening of the chest, the lower back. Allow the weight of your left leg to descend to the floor. If you can't quite find the foot on the floor, just allow the weight of the leg to be heavy. And then come back to your neutral, forehead to the floor, and we'll take the hands, palms up, back of the hands onto the floor as we extend back. Beautiful. Taking a deep inhale, we'll squeeze the inside seam of those legs together. Squeeze the glutes, push the pubic bone to the floor. We roll the shoulders back as the shoulder blades slide together. We lift the heart and chest on the inhale, turn the palms to the floor, locust. Inhale. Exhale. Lift a little higher on the exhale. We inhale and lift a little higher on the exhale. And then release, turn the hands, take the right cheek to the floor and let everything go. We then bring the forehead to the floor, engage the legs, squeeze the glutes as we twist the arms, palms to floor, lift the heart, lift the chest, lift the legs this time. We come into full locust. Inhale. Keep pushing the pubic bone into the floor. Keep squeezing the inside seam of the legs together. For 3. For 2, broadening through the top of the chest. So there's an extending and opening through the collarbones. For 1. We then lower everything down to the floor. Take the left cheek to the floor. Backs of the hands to the floor. Let the legs be released and heavy. We then bring the forehead to the floor, bend the knees, capture the ankles either on the outside or the inside, depending on how mobile your shoulders are. You can either flex the toes or point the toes, again, depending on your arm to leg ratio length. We inhale, keep pushing the pubic bone to the floor, squeeze the inside seam and the inner knees together. We lift the heart, chest and thighs as we drive the toes or the heels up to the sky. We inhale for bow pose. Exhale for 3. For 2. For 1. And then we release. Allow the cheek of choice to come to the floor and let everything go. Notice how your nervous system feels, if you feel a slight vibration through the body. Notice your heart beating, a little more pronounced perhaps. Beautiful. We take the hands just underneath the armpits, bring the forehead to the floor, tuck the toes under, press through your high plank on the inhale, lift the sit bones high into your downward dog, slight bend in the knees if you need it. We take a deep inhale, draw the right toe through tiger pose, nose to knee. Take the knee to the edge of the mat, ankle to the left wrist, slide the sit bones back, untuck the back toe as we come into pigeon, and then we fold forward over those hands. You can take the forehead to the floor if you choose. making sure that the knee is to the edge of the mat, not the center of the chest. We then come back up onto those hands, tuck the back toe under, step the right leg back into your high plank, lift the sit bones high, downward dog. Taking a deep inhale, chest presses towards the thighs, shoulders draw away from the ears, belly draws in. And exhaling, draw the left foot in through tiger pose, heel squeezes towards the glutes, knee comes to nose, dome the top of the back. We then take that left knee to the edge of the mat, ankle to the right wrist, hips slide down and back slightly to give yourself space, and then we come down onto the forearms and bring the forehead to the hands if you choose, for 3 breaths. Fully exhale. Come back up onto the hands. Tuck the back toe under. Step back into your high plank. Lift the sit bones high, downward dog. Deep inhale. And as we exhale, let's lower the knees down to the floor. Slide the sit bones onto the floor, and we'll bring the legs forward with the soles of the feet on the floor, hands to the tops of the knees. Lengthen the chest up to the sky as we open through the throat and the heart. Tilt the pelvis forward and then tilt the pelvis under as we tuck the tailbone under, round through the top of the back. Bring the middle of the back towards the back of the mat. One more time. We'll tilt the pelvis forward, chest lifts, shoulder blades draw down and together at the back body. We then exhale, belly draws in, beautiful C curve through the top of the back. Release the fingers as we roll down through the spine. You may wish to take the soles of the feet together as we open through the hips, or the option to take the feet to the edge of the mat and windscreen wipe the knees to the center. We take a deep breath in, bring the knees into the chest. Or flex the toes, we'll over behind the head in plow. You may wish to take the hands into the small of the back. Keep squeezing the toes towards the floor, whether they find the floor or not. It's really of no consequence, so long as you'll keep squeezing the inside seam of those legs together. And keeping those toes flexed. If you feel a little nauseous, then point the toes. Just takes a little bit of the pressure off the nervous system stretch. We then tent the fingers on the floor, begin to roll down this vertebrae at a time, allowing the belly button to be the first face you can. And when the sacrum finds the floor, we'll bend the knees into the chest. Hold on to the left knee as you extend the right down. Take a deep inhale, draw that knee towards the chest as firmly as you can. With the right hand, we'll take the left knee to the right edge of the mat and maybe look back towards the left hand as we come into a supine twist. Bring that knee back to the center. Extend the heel up to the sky. Hold on either at the calf, the thigh, or the big toe. And we'll just gently draw that leg towards your face. Feeling a stretch at the back of the leg. Tailbone presses into the floor. The toes are still flexed. For 3. For 2. For 1, we then bend that knee in, change legs, bringing the before we change legs, extend the left, hold the right, twist, right knee to left side using left hand on thigh, and opening up through the right as we look back towards the right edge of the mat. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. And then come back through to the center. Hug the right knee into the chest. Extend the heel up to the sky, holding at the back of the calf, the thigh, or if you want to take your peace finger grip inside big toe, second toe, you may wish to hold on to the toes. You draw that thigh towards the face. Toes are still flexed. The base of the skull is pressing into the floor. The tailbone is anchoring down as well. We inhale. Feel that opening at the back line of the body. And exhale. We then release the grip. Hug the knee into the chest. Hug both. Extend the legs out and the arms out to lay long, flat along the mat. Tuck the chin in as we inhale. Exhale, roll all the way up through the spine. Little fold. Sit tall. Let's roll down through the spine, one vertebrae at a time. Lengthen the arms back, tuck the chin in as we exhale, roll through the spine, fold forward, slight bend in the knees. Paschimottanasana, second time. We inhale, lengthen the spine. Exhale, roll all the way down. And as we do so, hug the knees. And if you'd like to take happy baby pose, or maybe Supta Baddha Konasana with the soles of the feet together, the hands on the belly, knees open, whatever works best for you in this moment. Before we find our Shavasana. Find your Shavasana, final rest, palms up. Allow everything to surrender. Find your stillness. As we still the mind and still the body, turn our attention inward. Bring our awareness to the true center of our being. Just allow the breath to flow. Allow the body to be heavy, as though you were suspended in space, floating, buoyant. A contrast of heaviness, but also lightness. grounded but free. Here on the mat, but also anywhere else you choose to be. Gently bring your awareness to your third eye space, the bridge of the nose between the eyebrows. Begin to turn your internal gaze up towards this space as you cross the eyes and look up. And from this space we'll begin to inhale and exhale for our closing rounds of breath. Breathing in through the third eye space, fill the body, and exhale cleansing breath as we breathe out through the third eye space. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Last round we inhale. Exhale. Wiggling your fingers and toes. Let's draw the knees into the chest and roll to the right side of the body. And when you're ready, you can either take a little time or come to a seat in your own time. Placing the hands, palms up or down in the lap. Taking a deep inhale as we feel the spine lengthen, the sit bones ground. The stillness come over the body, the mind. Just bringing awareness to anything that you learned, gained, or let go of on the mat. As we bring our hands to heart press center, gently taking a bow. Namaste. Gorgeous yogis, an absolute pleasure as always. I hope that you move off the mat with the stillness and calm that you have created for yourself over the last 60 minutes. Thank you. I look forward to seeing you again in another session.